anything in my teeth?
Nope. Okay, girls and boys. Ooh, I'm literally so excited today because it is, what day is it, honestly? Wow. 7/17/20. I have with me right here your quarantine confessions. You heard it right, folks. Today is the day. I have gathered all of your submissions, whether you submitted on my Instagram or you emailed the couchconfessional@gmail.com. I have them on these pieces of paper. 9 pages of single-spaced confessions from you guys. So we're gonna have to start reading. We're gonna have to start reading right now. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Couch Confessional.
Whoa.
Quarantine edition. Let me try that one more time. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, welcome, welcome, welcome back to the Couch Confessional. Run the tapes. All right, here we go. This is it. What have you been up to? What do you want to confess? I've decided to try to categorize them. So here's what we got. Here's the rundown. Food-related confessions. There were a lot of those. Health, hygiene, and wellness-related confessions. Also a lot of those. Romance and relationships confessions. Extremely popular category. Then I put in school and work-related and productivity or lack thereof, AKA lazy confessions. Loved that one. Shopping confessions. Naughty confessions. Creative confessions. Random confessions. Happy confessions. Story time, AKA long confessions. I haven't even read all of them, so it's gonna be fun. And then, wait for it, wait till the end for the most jaw-dropping confessions. All right, let's just freaking jump into it without further ado. I have snacks. That kind of water, bubbly. Cereal bowl, chocolate, out of a very hipster almond jar that I couldn't get the sticker off. I have this chocolate meets cinnamon mushroom drink. And I have water. Let's jump into things. Oh, and I also have the literal cutest slippers on ever.
And I also have a red pen.
All right, kids, here we freaking go. Food-related confessions, category number 1. In no particular order, all I ate today was cookie dough, ... Probably not the best choice now that I think about it. With the emoji face at the end. Honestly, I'm eating chocolate and it's like barely noon, so I get it. I have been eating Jamocha almond fudge, Baskin Robbins ice cream every night, smiley face emoji with all the teeth showing. You guys are huge emoji people. It's all over these papers. Another one, lots of food ones. And my mom bought Snickers for her. She was craving chocolate, but I ate them all and only left one. Cruel. Honestly, like I get it though. Cruel, but I get it. And oh, I love the late night snacking. Every night at 3 a.m. I listen to One Direction and eat Cocoa Pebbles. Haha, I need help. You don't need help, you're doing it exactly right. That combination is stellar. This one's interesting. I froze a pickle. Wipes tear from eye.
This person literally narrated.
And ate it. That's different. I wonder how it was, honestly though. I froze a pickle, kind of gross. It makes my teeth cringe a little bit. Okay, another one. I secretly get up when everyone is asleep and stand on the tables and couches with ice cream. Honestly, you rock for that. That reminds me of this episode of Full House when Uncle Jesse had to babysit the girls. It was literally like one of the first episodes, if not the first, and they had Baskin Robbins ice cream and they were like dancing and Uncle Jesse was having band practice. Anyway, it was awesome. Someone just confessed eating nonstop. Literally, I feel you. I feel you. Okay, definitely had a cocktail every day since March 13th, lockdown in NYC. Holla, honestly, I do feel bad for people in NYC. I will say at least in LA, I can get in a car and drive and go on a walk. New York City feels a lot scarier. And also, that's the exact day that I started quarantining too. What's good? I wonder how many days it's been. Can someone crunch the numbers and put it in the comments? Okay.
Oh, this one's good.
I have eaten like half a big thing of Nutella in one day while watching Grey's Anatomy. Okay, you know what? That's something I do often, not even in quarantine. Ooh, here's my confession. When I'm watching Netflix at 3 a.m., I go into my kitchen and eat Cool Ranch Doritos, lol. Honestly, we're all doing the exact same thing. That's all I'm learning right now. Okay, here's another one. So for my confession, I live in New Jersey, and each weekend, my boyfriend and I order a Jersey Mike's giant sub each and pasta dish each. along with fried calamari to share. Mostly I would eat it because it's my fave. From Tony's Pasta House. It just became something we look forward to every weekend and are still doing it to this day. Hashtag, I might have pasta sauce running through my veins. I love that so much. I used to eat a bowl of ice cream every night, and then as soon as quarantine started, I suddenly became really lactose intolerant, and now I can't have ice cream. Sad face. And I refuse to settle for non-dairy. It's just not the same. Honestly, that really is sad. But maybe it's like your saving grace, like otherwise you would not be able to stop eating ice cream all break.
Break? This is not spring break, kids. This is COVID.
All right, food, done. Basically, we're all eating food in the middle of the night. I feel that so hard. I'm doing it. I'm literally eating chocolate, so what's good? I can't buy cereal. That's my weakest link. But of course, my friend sent me chocolate with cereal in it. Okay, moving on to health, hygiene, and wellness related confessions.
I made these categories up.
But some of these are pretty amazing and shocking. I definitely don't brush my teeth twice a day, every day.
I can't judge that.
Oh, this one. I haven't brushed my teeth in 2 days. Love you so much. 2 heart emojis. I would brush your teeth, whoever you are. Go get a toothbrush, okay? That's a little bit too long. Okay. The longest I didn't shower was 3 days. Okay. I can feel that. I'm not judging. I got like really lazy in quarantine. I gained 10 kilograms. 2 ghost face emojis. I actually don't know how much a kilogram is, but it's okay. There's no judgment on the Couch Confessional, by the way. I just love this, and I hope this is therapeutic for everyone. Okay. I wore a hat for a month after I got one of the worst at-home haircuts you've ever seen. Lol. Honestly, haven't cut my hair in like 2 years. I'm impressed that you tried, and I didn't know I would be a semi-brunette for 2020. So I get it. We're all going through it. Oh, someone wrote, it's just sad. Or I'm just sad, that's all. I'm wishing you happiness to whoever wrote in. I wore the same 3 shirts alternating for 1 month. Yet again, I'm not actually that shocked because I do all of this kind of stuff. Okay, shocking. I've peed in a garbage can. That is something I've never done. Oh yikes, I shaved my legs today for the first time since February. Holy crap.
I wish you filmed that.
All right, page 1 done. Okay, someone's asking me, be honest here, when's the last time you cleaned your shower? Okay. I sometimes like do clean my shower because I have this little spray and I'll do it while I'm showering, but right now it could be cleaner. There is a little, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's spider season, and I've had 2 instances where I've been showering and there's been a spider in the shower, and I hate spiders, if you didn't know. So the first time it was on the floor with my feet. Ugh. So I jumped out and like I somehow killed it. Oh, I sprayed Raid and then I let it go slide down the drain. But then the second one was in the curtain, like the clear curtain that's behind the main curtain for the shower. And I'm not gonna lie, it's literally still there because I don't want to touch it. It's dead body. I squished it between the curtain and it's just there. It's been there for a while, so someone help me. Someone wrote, I might dry the heck out of my scalp because I've showered 183 days in a row. Hashtag greasy hair. Hashtag I'm impressed. I like don't know if my hair is greasy because it's just dark all the time now, and I'm like, are you greasy or are you just dark? We're all going through it, kids. Okay, I let my brother cut the dead ends off my hair and he ended up cutting 7 inches off. Maybe it's like probably could be cute. Just at least no one's seeing us. Last one in this category. I've been trying to work out a lot more, but since I'm such a procrastinator, I do 1 workout at the beginning and then scatter the others throughout the day. Also, I've been addicted to YouTube, especially your channel. Love you. Love you too. And I feel like I'm the same way. I do like my main, most dreaded workout in the morning, and then I just scatter random like 10-minute abs, 10-minute arms, go on a walk throughout the day just because I gotta do something to pass the day. But also, if you're not doing exercises, it really helps you sleep at night, so I recommend that. Okay, moving on. 2. The romance and relationships category. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's get your confessions in. I cried because I thought Tom Holland had a girlfriend. I think he does, I don't know. Shrug emoji, laugh emoji. I doubt you're the only one that feels that way. So the tea is, I have a crush on my dad's friend's son. And I find that kind of weird, and also, at one point I had a crush on my own cousin. Since I didn't know at the time, and he was the all caps, DJ at one of the parties that I was at, and I was too shy to request a song.
So my dad's girlfriend had to come with me, and also my BFF/other cousin had to also come with me to request a song. It was so embarrassing, OMG.
And you're the only person who knows. Well, now we all know, my friend. Yeah. Okay, that was a double whammy. My ex-boyfriend, who my entire family hates, and so do I, has a girlfriend. But he still came to my home with flowers and a ring to get me back. And I have a boyfriend. That's a juicy confession. I wonder if did you tell anyone? Did you say no? Yes? What happened? I want more information to that chronicle. Write me back. Honestly, we're gonna have to do a part 2, okay? Write me back. These are like some unsolved mysteries here. Okay, so I got closer with a bunch of people right before quarantine, and I never talked to a couple of them before we became friends. I made a TikTok maybe in April, and I texted all my friends just saying their names with a period after it to scare them, and screenshotted their reactions. So I texted her, but I wanted to make sure I was spelling her name right. So I went on Instagram and I clicked into her account and it said follow back. So I was like, oh shoot, that's so awkward. So when she responded to my text of her name, I said, sorry, I accidentally unfollowed you on Insta, so that's why you're getting a request from me right now. Ha ha ha, so awkward. So much of this story is irrelevant, haha, read whatever you want. I have a funnier story, but it's not really a confession, but my mom would know it was me if she happened to watch your video, so I'm not gonna say that. I have a couple of you guys, and you really don't want me to reveal your identity, and I promise you I never will. But I love you. Okay, let's keep going. This one was creative. My ex started talking to me again, and I'm thinking it might have been a Cora fling. Funny, right? A Cora fling.
Ooh, this one was funny to me.
I got more comfortable with my boyfriend, and I started farting on him when he was the big spoon. Shrug emoji. Good for you. Wow. I have a crush on my sister-in-law's sister. Does that like mean you have a crush on your own sister? I don't know what's going on there. My best guy friend has feelings for me and I don't know how to feel about it. Eyes emoji. Well, you know, this makes me wonder if you guys want an advice column. Some of you were actually writing in for advice, but if you like him back, you should go for it. And then someone wrote in right after that, I may or may not have started to like my guy best friend. Guys, go for it. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Okay, here's one. I developed a crush on a guy named Jacob. This is not a bad thing, except his dad is dating my mom. That could be kind of weird. Good luck with that. But I feel like there's a lot of TV shows about that, you know? Okay. Another One Direction amazing confession. During quarantine, I watched the One Direction documentary an unhealthy amount of times. Haha, P.S. love you. You're a legend and quarantine confessions are such a funny idea. I love you too. I'm using, oh wait, this one has the person confessed with a little squiggly emoji at the beginning and at the end of this. So I just liked their style. I'm using quarantine as an excuse to avoid a guy. I don't think he knows that I've purposefully not been talking to him. If anyone ever wanted to ghost someone, now would be the most amazing excuse. So you're just being smart and efficient.
I get it.
There's this kid from my town I've always liked, but after intermediate school, I assume that's like middle school, he moved schools and we didn't stay in touch. I didn't know he was moving till after he did. Oh, that's sad. So this guy found my socials and added me on Snap and we started talking and he asked me out on a Zoom date. So we had our first date over Zoom, so cute. And I made my family go on a beach walk while I was on the date, but told my family I was recording a project for school that I needed to send to my teacher. They don't know I'm dating him and it's been almost 3 months. Go girl. She's got a secret quarantine romance going. I'm impressed with you. So, I started reading fanfic about this actor that I'm low-key obsessed with. I don't want him to be, but he is my celebrity crush. I told a friend and she thought I was crazy. I don't even know if I should say his name. That's the emoji she's using. I'll just say NkGhTg from CM with a laughing emoji. I have no idea who NkGhTg is. I'm trying to think of an actor whose initials are NkGhTg. Michael Gray Gordon. From CM. Cartoon Network. I don't know. Anyone know? Guesses down below. Okay, here's one. I was dying laughing when you mentioned being in love with your neighbor on your Instagram. That was like some of the prompts I was trying to get you guys to use. So I have a confession about that, so I knew I had to send this in. So I just turned 27, literally same, and I'm back living with my parents after a nasty breakup with my ex of almost 3 years. I'm so sorry to hear that. Honestly, pretty grateful to be with them anyway, because of the COVID lockdown. At least I'm with them and not alone with a crappy ex. But their new neighbors across the street had their their son, who's just a few years older than me, move back in with them for a while to ride out the lockdown too. And literally, I am in love with him. He's everything my ex wasn't in all of the right ways. Also, everyone is trying to set us up, including my mom, his parents, and several of our neighbors.
Monkey face emoji.
That's it. That's my confessional. Love you, Margie. Love you too. I just saw my ex at a 4th of July party and it brought back a ton of old emotions. He acted like he may still have feelings too, but in the past he has cheated on me.
Red flag.
So I don't know what to think. Should I text him or just move on? All right, yet again, advice. Here's my deal. There are no rules. You can text him. However, red flag, he cheated on you, bad sign. 2, if he's changed and he's apologetic and he wants you back, he could be making that first move. So I don't know how old you are. I don't know the circumstances. I'm not a professional advice giver, but do what you want. If you can't fall asleep at night every night and it's been months or years since the breakup and you're still wanting to get back together, then go for it and let me know how it goes.
Confession.
I didn't let my friend come over even after she tested negative for COVID because I didn't want to see her. Proud of you.
Confession.
I tie-dyed my roommate's shirt as a surprise gift, but it turned out so ugly, I threw it away and never told her. I know who sent that one, so I'm laughing. All right, that was the romance category. All right, we are on page 3 of 9. School and work related. Also, productivity or lack thereof.
We're talking about a lot of lack thereofs in here.
AKA lazy confessions. Let's go. Sitting in bed all day, watch Netflix instead of doing schoolwork. Sticking out tongue emoji. I like your style. And you were not alone, my friend. I watched TV and Netflix for like 80% of quarantine to catch up on shows. It's fine.
Shrug emoji.
I once closed my eyes, then opened them, and it was 10 hours later. Brain exploding emoji. I shave my legs and sit under my sheets for hours, eating ice cream and watching Netflix. Honestly, love your style. Nothing feels better than freshly shaven legs under sheets. During quarantine, I watched the entire run of The Office 12 times. Let that sit in, guys. There's like 10 seasons of that. 12 times in 13 weeks. That is crazy. Someone else wrote in, I'm dancing on my bed.
I'm dancing with you.
I watch your channel almost every day. I love you so much. Please say my name, Amelia C, with heart emoji. Amelia, hi, I love you too. I have watched Camp Rock 17 times. Sunglasses emoji. That's amazing. I play too many games all day. I feel that. Actually, I hate games, so who am I kidding? But I know a lot of people are playing games all day long.
You are not alone. I'm there for you.
Okay. I have been getting up in the middle of the night and watching YouTube. By the way, I'm 11. By the way, I'm 27 and I'm still watching YouTube in the middle of the night, so we have a lot in common. I've been trying to learn to sing, productive, and I've gotten 4 noise complaints and neighbors knocking on my door asking about if I'm okay. Keep in mind, I live in a house in a neighborhood. Wow, I would love to give you tips. Just kidding. Honestly, I feel you on the noise complaint thing, and I'm jealous that you live in a house. Ooh, here's one. I learned how to speak Italian for my trip that never happened due to COVID. Well, at least you can speak Italian. Look on the bright side, that's really cool. And also, one day you will get to go and eat so much pizza. And also, you should watch Eat, Pray, Love. Fun fact, when I was living on a ship.
That's a story for another time.
But I lived on a ship for 4 months and we had no internet. And so everyone that was on the ship would take their hard drives and share movies that they had. And one day I was like, I'm gonna watch Eat, Pray, Love. So mind you, there's no internet. So if something's off, you can't just like Google it, right? Like you see a cute actor and you're like, who is that? You can't do that on a ship. Anyway, here are the Google answers for that question, by the way. I'm watching Eat, Pray, Love, and it's like, even the beginning when it's like Paramount Pictures presents, and it's like, or whatever, whichever Columbia Pictures where it's the Statue of Liberty and she's holding the torch and the stars come around it. I thought something was different from the moment the movie started because like everything was being narrated the whole time, even that opening picture. And it was like,
woman stands with a torch and there's stars fly around it, and then all of a sudden they're opening credits.
And it's just like the whole thing was being narrated while they were talking. And it took me like 40 minutes in to realize I think I was watching a blind version of it, like for someone who has vision impairment and needs narration of it. So that being said, there was a lot of stimuli coming at me in that movie and I never finished it, but I need to finish it because I really liked it and I love the scene where they eat a lot of pizza and they can't fit in their pants anymore. Keep moving on. I've binge watched 6 seasons of Dance Mom so far and I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon.
Go girl.
My quarantine confession is that I've secretly been staying up till midnight, binge watching Margie May's videos.
That was weird.
Binge watching Margie May's videos. I don't exactly regret this though. Laughing emoji. Honestly, keep doing that. You do you. Keep watching. Thanks. I have a confession to make. I think I've actually become smarter during this whole quarantine.
Let me explain.
So, I feel like for most people, they felt like their anxiety went through the friggin' roof during this whole COVID business. And I am not an exception. Except, instead of wallowing in my anxiety, I started watching doctor/mental health videos on YouTube. And I kid you not, I've learned more by watching those videos than I have attending college classes. Like, for instance, I learned that my mother is a narcissist, and no wonder I cannot stand to be around her all the time. So, unpopular opinion, but quarantine is kind of helping me out, in a sense. LOL. Honestly, I give you a lot of props for this. So, that was by far the most corrected person I've heard. That and the Italian-speaking person, wow. But I will say I've been listening to a ton of podcasts as well on my walks, and I've learned a lot. Hi, Margie. Oh, this one made me laugh so much, and I'm gonna end this section on this one, I'm pretty sure. Okay. Hi, Margie. I'm not really sure if this is like a good quarantine confession or not, LOL. But I'm rereading and rewatching the whole Harry Potter series for the 1 millionth time, and I'm becoming more and more obsessed each day. And I think if quarantine goes any longer, I'm gonna die of sadness about not being at Hogwarts. Also, my sister specifically told me that I should not be allowed to read the books again because I just get addicted, and I'm almost done with the last one and I have no idea what I'm gonna do with my life when I finished. Crying face. I hope that was the kind of thing you were looking for. Honestly, when I read that for the first time, putting it on this document, that was one of my favorite ones, and I even emailed that person back because it just made me laugh because I remember growing up being so hopeful that like I also was a wizard and like I was gonna get an email from Hogwarts. So I just feel it's so hard. I'm ending that section with that one because it just brings my heart so much joy, and I get it, I do. You should go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter at Universal. It brings a lot of it to life, and butterbeer's really good. Shopping confessions. I bought so much crap online, help.
Honestly, same.
It wasn't so bad the first 2 months, and then now I'm freaking just going wild. That's my own confession. Spending over $2,000 in less than an hour. Wow. Get it, girl. I bought my prom dress a year early because I was bored. Like, that's really efficient and exciting. You are gonna love to wear it when prom comes around. Oh, I like this one. I hurry up and hide my Amazon boxes so my husband doesn't find out I order 100 things. Literally. I feel you, dog. Okay, so I signed up for an American Eagle credit card and bought some cute clothes, but that wasn't enough, so I checked every day for new arrivals since there wasn't anything more I liked. So here I am, hashtag guilty, but not hashtag sorry. Also, you're funny. Love the vids. Crying face.
Okay.
Basically, we're all shopaholics right now. I literally just spent way too much money getting a piece of art that I bought, spent way too much money on. I spent way too much money getting it framed today, so. You are not alone.
Literally, I don't know the melody of that song.
Okay, I made a category called Naughty Confessions, and only one thing made it, because if anything was too naughty, AKA R-rated, I took it out for the sake of this video. But there's one naughty confession, and it's pretty naughty. I have my neighbor's cat, but when he asked me if I had seen him, okay, I'm gonna start that over. I have my neighbor's cat, but when he asked me if I had seen him, I said no. Hee. I was like, that's freaking naughty. You just stole a cat. I don't know what to say. Okay, we are blazing through these. We've got creative confessions, random confessions, happy confessions, long confessions, and the most jaw-dropping confessions to go. Let me tell you, my neck hurts. Creative confessions. Basically, I made this category for people who did things that I just thought was pretty creative. Like, I put my longboard on my bedroom floor and pretended like I was surfing. Creative. I've befriended a squirrel that I named Delilah. I feed her every day. Creative. I've named all the squirrels who hang out in my backyard and pretend they are my friends. Yet again, creative and squirrel related. When I'm in a room or a restaurant, I think of a plan to escape if a fire or earthquake happens. Creative. When I thought that this was gonna be a 2-week thing and we'd be back at school in 2 weeks, I decided I was gonna pitch a tent in the backyard for 2 weeks and sleep in the backyard every night. I forgot that weather would be a factor, and it poured on me the first night. Creative, wet, and also I get it. I thought this was gonna be a 2-week thing too.
Joke was on us, my friend.
I was so determined to solve this Rubik's Cube, so I spent 2 days doing these same 2 moves. I saw if you do the 2 moves, it'll solve, but it didn't. And so I made up about 26 different algorithms and was like, one had to work. And of course, one I try, this was on day 11, by the way, it works. And I'm like 2 moves away from it being solved. And the Rubik's Cube, dead ASS, falls apart in my hands. I cried so much. Yet again, creative, a little bit genius, and honestly, that cracks me up that it broke, because that's like when I got my first jade roller. I jade rolled so hard, I broke it in like 2 weeks, so.
I feel you, dog.
Okay, confession. I hoard personal TP in my car just in case. I just thought that was creative, but also resourceful. I don't know why I added that. I must confess, I got a COVID tattoo. Well, not exactly. It's a burn scar on my arm I got when I tried to bake a loaf of sourdough bread. The bread did not turn out, but the 2-inch scar will be there forever. You will never forget quarantine, my lady. Okay, random confessions. Okay, this is just one person, and I just felt like when I read it, they needed to let it out, and so I'm like, I'm gonna give you the forum. I confess that I think COVID-19 is an overhyped and glorified flu bug that's being used to crash the worldwide economy, funnel billions of dollars to the super rich, usher in a new digital currency, create a one world government, and to foist upon the people a tyrannical, fascist-like dictatorship that would be sold as a more fair and much needed technocracy. I don't know what a technocracy is, but I wanted to let you feel heard, whoever wrote that in. And to follow it up with a happy confession. I love quarantine because I don't have to look perfect 24/7 like I did before. I love it. All right, now I gotta sit back, because guess what? We are about to do Storytime Confessions, AKA Long John Silver Confessions. Woo, yeah. All right, and then all we have left is just the most jaw-dropping confessions of all time. Also, by the way, as I read these next confessions, I haven't read them all because they were so long, so hold your horses, folks. We could be in for some surprises. Here we go. I finished all my chocolate, so now it's time to read the Storytime Confessions. Number 1, I had never talked to my neighbor pre-quarantine because we had both worked. Let's start that over. I had never talked to my neighbor pre-quarantine because we had both worked opposite schedules and were just never around at the same time. We've both been home lately because of our jobs closing due to COVID. He has 6 dogs, which I'm pretty sure makes him my soulmate. And 3 weeks ago, one of them ran over into my yard when he let them outside, which sparked up our first conversation. It was pretty much a standard, hey, how are you? Conversation. Introducing ourselves, which I personally think was long overdue. We went our separate ways after he gathered up his dog, but every time he's seen me outside since then, he's come over to talk to me, and his dogs come over to greet me now. All 6 of them. I've had a crush on him from afar since I saw him move in last year, and I'm hoping that this is a step in the right direction and all of these run-ins turn into something serious. That's exciting, and I love a good quarantine romance, and I truly hope that you write back to me and say this is the one.
Oh, sorry, what?
Here we go, number 2. First, a little backstory. I've been talking to this guy via Snapchat for at least 2-ish years now. It started when I was just finishing junior year of high school, and now I'm gonna be a sophomore in college. Anyways, he was really into me when after a while of talking in high school, and I thought I might give him a chance since I'd never dated anyone before. Moral of the story is that I'm someone who has super bad social anxiety, so I was too afraid to go out with him or anything. He was also too scared to make anything significant happen. He just flirted with me on Snapchat. I stopped talking to him for a while because he would always mess with my head and my feelings, and then I could never come to the point where I wanted to cut him off totally. Anyways, here's the confession. We both have never met in person, but still talk to this day, and in quarantine, I've been talking to him way more than I usually did. He told me he is coming to the same college as me next year. And I'm friends with more of his friends, so I'm scared of what might happen to me next fall. I have a feeling he's gonna try and track me down to make us a thing. And part of me wants it, but part of me is scared out of my mind. My social anxiety is bad, but it's about to get way worse. I'm scared of my awkward self and the thought of messing something up, but at the same time, I wanna give him a chance. Like I said, I've never had anyone like that before, so this is a wild time to be alive. I don't even know if this is just complicated boy drama. LMAO. Thanks for reading this crazy rant story. It might be too long for the video, but I just wanted to send it in anyways.
I love you and wish you all the best in your life and your singing career. Never change, Margie. You are such a sweet and beautiful soul.
Okay, I loved this confession. You've got to go for it. It sounds like you guys really like each other. All the good parts of life start when you're uncomfortable. Go for it, my friend, and write me back and let me know what happens.
I'm a fan.
Number 3. So a few weeks ago, I got drunk at home with my boyfriend. We lived together and we've been dating for roughly 3.5 years now. Anyway, a bottle of wine later and we're starting to get a little handsy and out of nowhere, I start crying hysterically. Obviously, he's very alarmed and jumps straight into trying to console me and asks me what's wrong. Apparently, I was crying because I want to get married to him one day. So he pulls me in close and says, "Do you want to get married right now?" I push away from him, start crying more and yell,
"Not now, it's midnight."
I had a very vague memory of this the next morning, but he filled me in as soon as my eyes opened and a hangover headache set in. I spent the entire next day with a beet red face. Honestly, don't be embarrassed. I love that story. And a bottle of wine in, we all get a little say some things.
We don't remember /
It's funny. All right, number 4, we're getting in. We only have like 7 more confessions left in totality, and that includes the jaw droppers. Okay, lol. This is stupid and irrelevant, but anyways, basically stupid head, me,
This is this person writing.
is like living an okay life, and this guy adds me on Snapchat. He's like Snapchatting me, you know, like being chill, cool. I don't know this kid though. He could have been my killer, but sis was stupid at the time. I am still stupid though. This person's putting these things in parentheses. I love their writing style. This doesn't even make sense. Okay, restarting. So, Drake Lopez adds me on Snapchat. I don't know him, he's acting weird, like asking for my location and everything. I opened these messages during my lunch period because I wanted to laugh with my besties. I don't have friends, what am I talking about?
This person is hysterical.
This goes on for a week. Wait, no, 2 weeks. This sounds kind of normal, but like this person is always asking where I'm at, what I'm up to, what kind of underwear do I like to wear. He kept sending weird granny panties. Every single day, I'm laughing my butt off in biology. This is 9th grade, by the way. Like, I'd be legitimately rolling and my teacher was like,
Girl, are you okay? Calm down a little bit.
so after like 2 weeks of this, I go to throw away my food at lunch. Well, I probably had like 5 trays in my hand. It doesn't matter though. Anyways, these kids are whispering and laughing, and I finally get them to tell me that this girl in my friend group made this Snapchat, and I guess, I don't know, like played me or whatever, I don't know. Like also, I know 2 weeks are not a lot, but I will say that I was somewhat into this Drake Lopez. I literally took off my shoes at lunch and sent this Drake kid feet pics as a joke. And yeah, I don't know, that's all. Also, this is just stupid and funny to me now. Like, I don't know, I was so stupid 7th to 10th grade. Honestly, this story just makes me happy. I love that you sent feet pics, and I'm sorry Drake Lopez wasn't real. Maybe one day you will meet a Drake Lopez and fall in love. Okay, here we go. We're getting to the bottom. I like this one right now. Okay. I live with 2 other people in a ranch-style house. House. My bedroom is closest to the living room, and our house carries noise really badly. I can hear every word on the living room television at volume 22. My roommates insist on keeping the volume at 66. All right, well, that's just inconsiderate. I have asked 300 times if they would be more conscious about it and lower it, since I cannot hear my own television if they are watching TV. After 2 months, I got tired of it, so I went and cut the surround sound speaker wires in the living room and got nervous that it was too obvious, so I super glued the wire back to the speaker. Roommates came home and were like,
What's wrong with the TV speakers?
And they went to look at speakers, and the second they touched them, the wire pulled off the speaker, so they think they have ruined their own speakers, but it was actually me. LOL. I don't feel bad at all because of now I can watch 90 Day Fiancé in peace. That's all. Hopefully, this is as funny as I think it is. LOL. That is both creative, funny, and vindictive in all the right ways. Honestly, that's kind of rude of them. I mean, really rude and inconsiderate, so they kind of deserved it, you know? All right. We're almost done. I don't really know what to say, but I don't know if this is even a quarantine confession. But basically, I like this guy, but this guy doesn't talk to me as much as he used to. He used to hug me all the time at work and such, but now he doesn't even talk to me. He has his good days where he wants to hug me and talk to me, then other days he just doesn't. I don't know, it confuses me. It's been going on through quarantine. He has a bad reputation, which is why he probably just strings me along. I don't know if he's embarrassed to be around me, but for some reason I like him, and that's my confession. I just don't know what to do about it. He leads me on all the time. Oh, he leaves me on red all the time. But even though these things, I just seem to still like him. I just have bad taste in guys. I even told this guy some personal stuff and he seemed to care, and then he seemed to not care after. I don't know what's with him. It makes me wonder if I'll ever find a perfect guy. I've been hurt too many times with people not caring, not wanting to have a relationship, just using me for my body or to get high or drunk with, and that's not something I want to do. I want someone who cares for me and keeps a combo going and just wants to be there for me. Got any advice? You deserve better, my friend, and you will find better, and I believe in it. Okay, here we go. Here are my confessions. Music note emojis. I have gained weight. I've gotten up late consecutively since the quarantine started. Since I was staying home from work, but then they sent me a laptop to work from home. So I have to get up early every day now, and I snack the whole day and eat. So yeah, and I don't exercise because I don't know. Lots of parentheses. I am not motivated. So that's that. I also have this annoying neighbor that creeps me out. It's a she, and when I go to walk my dog, she's out walking, pushing a baby stroller with her 2 dogs in it, and she's holding this big stick, kind of like a bat. You know, the one you use for baseball or softball? And I swear she likes to follow me, and I try to speed walk away from her. The other day, I even ran from her.
My mom thinks she's a witch. I don't know what to think, but she's asking me to go downstairs as we speak because she's got something to tell me about the witch lady. She ain't the good witch.
I can tell you that. Okay, bye, love you, and I'm glad you're doing my recommended series. Winky face. So this person recommended this, so your confessions must be read. All right, let's blaze to the end. We've got 2 more long ones, and then the most jaw-dropping confessions of all time that I got. Margie, I'm finishing grad school and still live with my parents. Yay, with the very blank face emoji. Our cable went out the day quarantine started, and so began the long 3-month stretch of us huddling in one room to watch my Netflix. Fine, cool, okay. However, it turns out that my parents picked the most randomly raunchy shows that cut to raw, and I mean raw, intimate scenes. In case you were wondering, it truly never gets less awkward. In fact, I started gaining a little snacky weight because my immediate reaction to those scenes was to run to the kitchen and eat something crunchy in a feeble attempt to mask the primal moans. Then I got smart and got Disney Plus, so have a 100% intimate, scene-free, safe zone of family options. Update. I joined a book club, aka book club. I no longer snack during instances of mild trauma, and James, the Verizon guy, came in swinging on cable boxes and saved the day this week. James, you're a real one with a superhero emoji. This is the last long confession. Here we go.
Hey, with lots of Y's.
So this is kind of long. Bear with me. No pun intended. You'll see in a sec. So, the overall thing is that my aunt's dog tried to kill us by spraying bear spray in the house. If you want the full story though, I will also put that. Here we go, buckle up folks. I've never read this. Okay. So basically, I was over at my aunt's house because it's like my second house. And I was hanging out with my cousins upstairs and my mom and aunt were in the dining room. And I had come downstairs to the kitchen to get some water because I was thirsty. I was about to come back upstairs when I got like this sharp, scratchy feeling in my throat. I was kind of coughing. So I went to get back some more water. After standing in the kitchen coughing for like 10 minutes, my aunt comes in and she makes some tea because I was dying. Then she starts coughing. My mom thought it was funny, so she came in the room and she started coughing too. Eventually, both my cousins were also in the kitchen coughing. My aunt, by this point, is like yelling about it being all in our heads and psychological or something. So she's yelling at us to stop coughing and everyone's trying their best, but I literally felt like someone's attacking my throat with a knife. Eventually, my uncle comes in and yells at us for all coughing, and he goes outside to let the dog out because she is still a puppy and needs someone to go outside with her. He comes back in the house a minute later and tells us that he also got a tingle feeling when he walked in, and while we're all debating what's happening, my cousin comes in and she's holding a little cap and she's like,
I found this on the carpet.
And my aunt starts screaming because it's the bear spray cap. Long story short, the dog somehow found bear spray, carried it outside the house, across the house, and behind the couch, held the spray long enough to fill the whole downstairs with bear spray. Let me point out, bear spray stays in the air where you spray it to create a wall between you and the bear. And if you breathe it in, you should immediately move to fresh air. And we were standing in it for like 30 minutes. We ended up sitting outside for like 2.5 hours in the dark. It was 9:30 at the time, in the backyard while the house aired out. So that's the story of how my aunt's dog tried to kill us about a month ago. She's also an Italian greyhound, so how this tiny dog managed to carry a heavy can across the house is still a mystery. All right, kids, we've got the most jaw-dropping confessions of all time coming right up. Honestly, they were just the 2 that made my jaw drop because I was shocked. The first one needs visuals and I will add them here. So, my confession is whenever I go to Starbucks, I kind of sort of don't use my real name and I use Margie's. So it gets written on the cup. Laughing emoji. And then of course, I take a picture of the cup and make me making a box just like Margie does. So we have the same personality. That's not creepy at all, haha. Oh, and here's 2 of the many pics of me making a box. Please put all the photos on the screen. Okay, I just thought it was cute. But seriously, the jaw-dropping one was
Dun dun dun.
This might be TMI, but I haven't pooped in like 2 weeks. And that's that, folks. I just thought that one was shocking.
Maybe see a doctor.
Eat some prunes or whatever you gotta do. Take care of your business, honey. All I have to say is that was really fun, and I hope it was cathartic, and if I read your confession, leave a comment below. Some of you sent in some crazy confessions that I couldn't even read in a public forum, but I read all your confessions. I read, honestly, most of them out loud. I love you. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm thinking based on some of your confessions, people are looking for advice, so maybe we'll do an advice column where I give you the best advice I can. Can't guarantee success rates, but I'll do my best. My voice is tired from talking so long, so I'm gonna go. And that was the tea. All right, bye, I really love you. I hope you enjoyed this couch confessional.